In the shadows of Hell's Kitchen, one name echoes across dimensions: the Devil of Hell's Kitchen. But did you know Daredevil exists in many forms, each with their own story, struggles, and battles? From classic Matt Murdock to alternate realities and everything in between, we're diving into every Daredevil to ever exist. Suit up, because this journey is about to be devilishly exciting. We are starting with original Matthew Murdock. Matthew Murdock is the original Daredevil and the most iconic version of the character in Marvel Comics. Raised in Hell's Kitchen, New York, Matt grew up as the son of a struggling boxer, Jack Murdock. One day, while saving a man from a traffic accident, Matt was exposed to radioactive chemicals that blinded him. However, this accident also heightened his other senses to superhuman levels and gave him a unique radar-like sense that allows him to see the world around him in ways no one else can. Inspired by his father's moral values and his untimely death at the hands of gangsters, Matt decided to use his abilities to fight for justice. By day, he is a skilled lawyer fighting for the innocent in court. By night, he dons his red suit and becomes Daredevil, the protector of Hell's Kitchen, using his acrobatic skills, sharp mind, and heightened senses to take down criminals and make his city safer. Next is Elektra Natchios. Elektra Natchios is a highly skilled assassin and martial artist who briefly took up the mantle of Daredevil. She was born into a wealthy family and met Matt Murdock during their time at Columbia University, where they developed a deep and passionate relationship. After Matt Murdock was imprisoned, Elektra chose to honor his legacy by becoming Daredevil herself. She donned a modified red and black Daredevil suit and vowed to protect Hell's Kitchen while upholding Matt's ideals. Then there is Keeper Murdock. In the dystopian age of apocalypse, Matthew Murdock's life was drastically different. Drafted into the Toxic Disposal Corps at age 8, he worked under brutal conditions until a chemical accident blinded him but gave him enhanced senses. Joining Mikhail Rasputin's Upstart program, Murdock became the first human with cybernetic enhancements, including a visor that allowed infrared vision, which he mistakenly believed was the source of his powers. Later, he became a servant of Weapon Omega, grappling with his dark past in a mutant-dominated world. Then there is Mouse Murdock. In the Battle World domain of New Quack City, an anthropomorphic mouse named Mouse Murdock serves as a blind lawyer by day and a vigilante known as Daredevil by night. Despite his blindness, he possesses enhanced senses that aid him in his dual life, fighting for justice in a city filled with anthropomorphic characters. Next is Daredevil. Daredevil is a humorous parody version of Daredevil. In this satirical take, Daredevil is portrayed as a less competent and more comical version of the original Daredevil. Then there is Daredevil. Daredevil serves as the personal chef to Baron Sinister. His exceptional sense of taste makes him a culinary expert, but he harbors a deep resentment toward his master. Daredevil's only solace is his affection for Sinister's huntress, Elektra, for whom he prepares special treats. In a tragic turn, his attempt to poison Sinister using venom from a slain Atlantean beast inadvertently leads to Elektra's death, revealing Sinister's cruel manipulation. Next is Daredevil. In the Battle World domain of Allbear, Earth 21376, Daredevil is an anthropomorphic bear who mirrors the human Daredevil. Alongside his friend, Foggy Bearson, Daredevil faces challenges from a human adversary named Foggy Nelson from another domain. In an attempt to win favor with Jean Grey, Daredevil confronts and kills Wolverine, who was dating Jean. However, he is subsequently tranquilized by Foggy Nelson, leading to his defeat. Then there is Matthew Murdock from Earth 6160. In the alternate universe of Earth 6160, Matthew Murdock's life took a different path due to the actions of the Maker, a version of Reed Richards. Instead of becoming the vigilante Daredevil, Murdock is a blind Catholic priest in New York City. He was present at a memorial for victims of a terrorist attack, offering words of comfort before introducing Harry Osborn for a speech. Next is Bat Murdock. In the anthropomorphic universe of Earth 8311, Bat Murdock is a blind deer who leads a double life as the superhero Daredevil. By day, he works alongside his partner Froggy, though he often spends little time at the office. As Daredevil, he confronts various villains, including Sanity Clause, and maintains a cordial relationship with Dr. Doom. He also participated in the Secret Furs. Daredevil wields billy clubs as his weapons of choice. Then there is Daredevil. In the amalgam universe of Earth 9602, Daredevil is a fusion of Marvel's Daredevil and DC's Deadman. This character combines Daredevil's heightened senses and acrobatic skills with Deadman's ghostly abilities, allowing him to possess living beings. Daredevil operates as a vigilante, using his unique powers to fight crime and seek justice in this merged universe. Then there is Stick. In the dystopian world of Old Man Logan, Daredevil was believed to have died during the villain's uprising. After being defeated by Bullseye, Murdock seemingly perished, and a fragment of his costume was displayed in Red Skull's trophy room. Years later, a blind Clint Barton sought training from a sensei known as Stick, later revealed to be Murdock, who was alive and had taken on a new role as a teacher. Next is Death Devil, an alternate version of Matt Murdock, who abandons his principles and becomes a lethal vigilante. Unlike the heroic Daredevil of Earth 616, Death Devil uses heavy weaponry to hunt down and kill criminals, embracing a darker and more violent approach to justice in his reality. Next is Danny Rand, also known as Iron Fist, who temporarily assumed the role of Daredevil. Danny Rand is a martial artist and the wielder of the mystical Iron Fist. He took on the Daredevil persona to protect Matt Murdock's secret identity and maintain the presence of Daredevil in Hell's Kitchen. This allowed Murdock to continue his legal work without arousing suspicion about his vigilante activities. Next is Foggy Nelson, Daredevil's close friend and law partner. In an attempt to impress Karen Page, Foggy briefly considered adopting the Daredevil persona himself. He even commissioned a costume from Melvin Potter, though he ultimately did not become a vigilante. Next is Samuel Fisk, the grandson of Wilson Fisk, the original kingpin of crime. Growing up, Samuel was disturbed by his family's criminal legacy and the tale of his grandfather's victory over Daredevil. Determined to atone for his family's sins, he adopted the Daredevil mantle in the year 2099, striving to bring justice to New York City. Unlike the original Daredevil, Samuel utilized advanced technology, including a suit equipped with a technological baton and pistols loaded with non-lethal sedative bullets. Next is Peter Parker, who temporarily assumed the Daredevil identity to protect Matt Murdock's secret. In The Amazing Spider-Man issue 420, Peter dons a Daredevil costume to divert suspicion from Matt, ensuring that Daredevil's presence is still felt in New York City. Next is Martha Patterson, also known as Sir, who briefly impersonated Daredevil. Dissatisfied with her perceived weakness, Martha underwent radical procedures to become more masculine, including muscle grafts and hormone treatments. Mentally unbalanced, she adopted the alias Sir and embarked on a crime spree, targeting women she deemed weak. After encountering Daredevil, she admired his power and sought to take his place, rendering him unconscious and stealing his costume. Daredevil later deduced her true identity, leading to her mental breakdown and subsequent institutionalization. Next is Terrence Hillman, an out-of-work actor and former college gymnast who impersonated Daredevil. Seeking attention and financial gain, Hillman attended Daredevil's trial, claiming responsibility for the damages Daredevil was accused of and asserting that the Daredevil present was his apprentice. He later revealed to the real Daredevil that his motives included public appearances and a potential book deal, from which he promised to donate a portion of the proceeds to charity. Next is Ray Connor, a teenager from Earth 1610 who became Daredevil after an accident left him blind but heightened his other senses. Trained by Stick, he adopted a costume similar to the original Daredevil's. Unfortunately, Ray was later turned into a vampire and ultimately killed by Captain America. Next is David Jarrett from Earth 9997, also known as the Earth X universe. Initially believed to be the last normal human unaffected by the Terrigen Mist, David discovered his regenerative immortality after being killed during a battle. Embracing his newfound abilities, he adopted the Daredevil persona and became a star attraction in a West Coast circus, performing death-defying stunts due to his inability to die. Despite his public success, David grappled with a deep desire for mortality, often engaging in perilous acts hoping to end his life, but continually regenerating. Next is Timmy Lang, the autistic son of the villain Leapfrog, Buford Lang. After enduring abuse from his father, Timmy assisted Daredevil in apprehending him by electrifying his father's costume. Following these events, he was adopted by journalist Ben Urich and his wife Doris. In the alternate future depicted in Daredevil End of Days, Timmy, now going by Timothy Urich, takes up the Daredevil mantle after Matt Murdock's death, striving to continue his legacy of justice. Next is Daredevil from Earth 14512, a universe where Penny Parker operates the SP/DR suit. In this reality, Daredevil serves as a mentor and ally to Penny. He assists her in combating biologically enhanced criminals and provides guidance, having been a friend of her late father. This version of Daredevil maintains the vigilantism characteristic of his counterparts, adapting his methods to the technologically advanced environment of Earth 14512. Then there is Ron Rainey, a retired actor renowned as the Man with the 999 Faces, due to his exceptional talent for disguises. Seeking to leverage his skills for criminal gain, Rainey impersonated Daredevil, committing thefts and tarnishing the hero's reputation. The real Daredevil devised a plan to capture him by luring Rainey with Hostess fruit pies at his office. When Rainey attempted to steal the snacks, Daredevil apprehended him. In a moment of leniency, Daredevil allowed Rainey to enjoy one of the fruit pies before taking him into custody. Then there is Dare the Terminator, also known as Slade Murdock, is a unique amalgamation of Marvel's Daredevil and DC's Deathstroke, created by Amalgam Comics. This character first appeared in Assassins Issue 1 in 1996. Slade Murdock is a blind mercenary operating in New Gotham City, known for taking on dares and challenges that few others would attempt. Despite her blindness, she possesses heightened senses and an internal radar that allows her to perceive her surroundings with remarkable clarity. She is also a highly skilled assassin, trained by her father and the enigmatic Winterstick. Next is Dark Devil, or Riley Tyne, is a character from Marvel's MC2 universe. He first appeared in Spider-Girl Issue 2 in 1998. Riley is the son of Ben Riley and Elizabeth Tyne. After suffering from clonal degeneration, he was healed by the demon Zarathos, who granted him mystical powers. Riley adopted a costume resembling Daredevil's and became a crime fighter. His abilities include teleportation, summoning solid flame, and Spider-Man's classic powers. Dark Devil has fought alongside Spider-Girl and other heroes, using his demonic powers to protect his world. Next is Matt Murdock, known as the Daredevil drummer of Philly, from Earth 138. In this universe, Matea is a Latina woman who defends Philadelphia's citizens from violence and exploitation. She is a skilled drummer and a formidable fighter, combining her musical talents with her vigilantism. Next is Matthew Murdock from Earth TRN 1295, a universe where he was nicknamed Dorkface during his childhood. Embracing this moniker, he adopted Dorkface as his superhero codename upon becoming a vigilante. Then, Murdock from Earth 98,101 is a version of Daredevil from a universe where Odin declared Midgard to be destroyed, leading to a contest of champions between Earth's defenders and Asgard's warriors. In this reality, Daredevil was part of the Avengers team that Thor assembled to protect the Earth. Known for his acrobatics and heightened senses, Murdock fought valiantly alongside heroes like Spider-Man and the Hulk. Next is Matt Murdock, also known as Scaredevil, from Earth 9047, a satirical universe within Marvel Comics. This realm parodies mainstream Marvel characters and storylines, offering a humorous take on familiar heroes. Matt Murdock is a playful caricature of the traditional Daredevil, embodying exaggerated traits for comedic effect. Then there is Obnoxio the Clown from Earth 28,875, a humorous alternate universe in Marvel Comics. In this reality, Obnoxio, originally a satirical character and mascot of Marvel's Crazy magazine, gains superhuman senses and decides to fight crime as Obnoxio Daredevil. Next is Murd Blurdock from Earth 616, an echomeleon, a reptilian species that typically lacks eyes and relies on echolocation to perceive their surroundings. As a child, Murd was exposed to radioactive orogenium, which caused him to lose his natural echolocation abilities and develop two prominent eyes, granting him conventional sight. Embracing his unique condition, he became a lawyer and vigilante, known as the Seeing Being. Next is Daredevil Dog, also known as Drake, from Earth 9047, a satirical Marvel universe. By day, Drake serves as Matt Murdock's loyal guide dog. By night, he dons a cowl to become Daredevil Dog, assisting his master, who operates under the alias Murdoctor, in their crime-fighting endeavors. This character first appeared in What the Issue 3, published in June 1988. Next is Advocate from Earth 10245, a reality where his fate takes a dark turn. In this universe, Murdock successfully saves Hugo Natchios from an assassination attempt, but dies in the process. However, the Hand, a powerful ninja organization, resurrects him and turns him into their leader, known as the Advocate. Under their influence, he eliminates major figures like Bullseye, the Kingpin, and even his former mentor, Stick. Next is Daredevil from Earth 83088, a satirical take on the traditional Daredevil character. As a child, an accident involving a radioactive Ray Charles record rendered him blind but endowed him with exceptional singing abilities. Operating in the gritty city of New York, Daredevil confronts parodic versions of Daredevil's adversaries, including Pig's Eye and Erectra. Then, in Earth TRN 760, Matthew Murdock, known as Daredevil, is a member of the Defenders, a group striving to protect the remaining human population in a New York City overrun by zombies. After fending off a horde, the Defenders consider deploying the NECRO bomb to eliminate the undead threat, requiring a carrier to activate it. Next is Diabolico. He has previously encountered El Hombre Araña and is aware of his secret identity as Peter Parker. Diabolico becomes involved in investigating a mafia-led drug-dealing operation run by corrupt Senator Roger Steves. During this time, he uncovers a plot by the criminal Alphaler, who is assembling an army to destroy El Hombre Araña, with a powerful agent called El Destructor. Diabolico obtains a sonic key that can control El Destructor, but struggles to understand its functionality. Then, in the 2003 film Daredevil, Ben Affleck portrays Matt Murdock, a blind attorney who fights crime as the vigilante Daredevil in New York City. The movie explores Murdock's origin story, detailing how an accident involving bio-waste blinds him, but enhances his remaining senses to superhuman levels, granting him a sonar-like ability to perceive his surroundings. Directed by Mark Steven Johnson, the film received mixed reviews, with some praising Affleck's performance and the action sequences, while others criticized its tone and pacing. Next is Rex Smith's Daredevil. In 1989, actor and singer Rex Smith portrayed Matt Murdock, also known as Daredevil, in the television movie The Trial of the Incredible Hulk. This film served as a backdoor pilot for a potential Daredevil series, though it did not materialize. Smith's portrayal is notable for its earnestness and commitment to the character, offering a glimpse into how Daredevil might have been adapted for television at that time. Last, we have the ultimate Daredevil from Earth 1610. In this version, Matthew Murdock's story is reimagined. Instead of the usual radioactive accident, he's a college student at Empire State University, where he meets Elektra Natchios. His enhanced senses come from his intense martial arts training rather than an accident with bio-waste. Unlike the original Daredevil, he doesn't have the classic radar sense. This version of Murdock fights to protect those he cares about, especially Elektra, who plays a huge role in his life. His journey as Daredevil is explored in the Ultimate Daredevil and Elektra series, which shows a more grounded human side of the character. And this is the every version of Daredevil. From courtroom justice to vigilante vengeance, Daredevil has proven that no matter the universe, the fight for justice never ends. Which version of the Man Without Fear is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join me for more superhero deep dives. Until next time, stay fearless.